Okay, so okay, so okay, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to talk about convection and uh, clouds. So first, a little introduction. So so uh, so uh, so some of the planets that have been discovered uh, are in a zone uh, where the water can be can be into a liquid state uh, uh, at the at the surface, and this zone will vary with the host star, but it will vary with the composition of the atmosphere uh, 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 of the planet. So you can you can extend this zone, and the clouds can also play some role in that. So for the case of tidally locked planet, there can be some patch of clouds at the substellar point that can affect the surface temperature and leads to water zone. So on such cases, there is some caution, like the variability in time and in space of the cloud coverage what is it? And this can affect the future the future observations. And what is the effect of the stellar spectra on the conduction and the cloud coverage, and what is the effect of the rotation rate of the planet on this, and can we have large self aggregation of conduction, and so to address this question, we use numerical modeling. So one of the tools that we have is a global circulation model that are composed with dynamical core. So for the circulations, the relative transfer and the possible volatile condensation that will change with the composition of the atmosphere. And there is a subgrid parameterization of subscale convection. But for most of the model, the parameterization are based on the convection that we find here on here. So here on Earth, and that could be very different from the Taylor-Elliott case. So this is one of the models. So for the Proxima B case on the Taylor-Elliott configuration with several composition and the effect on the surface temperature, and so to study the convection, we use largely simulations. So with very fine grid that with that we are, and with that we can resolve the conduction and the relative transfer and the volatile cycle are the same as for the for the GCMs. So such models has been used for the conduction on the Earth, but for Mars, so this is surface conduction, and for Venus for the clad conductive layer. So first we test our model with the Earth, with the Earth data from the Tega core, and so the configuration of the model is so we have two relative rates, so solar and solar and infrared that are calculated through the relative transfer, and the one that represents the large scale circulations that is fixed profiles that change in time. And so for the Earth test case, so we took a resolution of 1 kilometer, and with a 150 by 150 kilometer, and from the surface up to 30 kilometer, and the clouds are relatively active. So that's the kind of conduction we have. So this is the vertical cross section of the water cloud, and you can see here vertical conductive plume that will mix the water, and then if we look at the variation of the surface rate, we do have some consistent value with the mean measurements of the record data, and so with with a generic model, we can model realistic moist conduction for the Earth. So now, so we took our model, and we test it with the Proxima case. So this is the same setup for the rates, but with the larger domain. So the planet is tidally locked, and we did some simulations with several flux and several rotation rate, and so the composition is close to the Earth case. Yeah, and so we took into account the fact that the Proxima Centauri star is not the sun, and so the stellar spectra is different. And so this is what we have. So on the left, this is this is the outgoing long wave flux, and on the right is the surface flux that reaches the surface, and we can see here on the two fluxes the large cloud, cluster that is formed by the conduction, and this is an horizontal cross section of the water cloud, and you can see here that the plume we get for the Proxima B case are larger in size and go a bit higher than for the and that for the Earth case. And so then we took the same configuration, but with solar type flux to see the to see the influence. And so what you can see here is that the surface flux with solar type star that reaches the surface is more high than with the wet that with the M-type red dwarf, and so this will influence the surface temperature and the convective and the convection. And now, so this is the stellar flux. So for the Proxima B case, so with the faster rotation and slower case, and you can see here that the cloud the cloud cluster is larger, and the surface flux that reaches the surface can be lower, and so the rotation rate of the planet will affect the cloud coverage. So here are my conclusions. So the model we built can resolve the realistic most conduction with generic setup, and we see some impact of the stellar type spectra on the surface flux and the cloud coverage, and the influence of the radiation rate on the cloud coverage. Thank you.